Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee. Hey, I'm coming at you today with a real quick, what I think will be a quick fix on the John Deere deck. Let me show you what I got. This is the J pin off of the deck. And what happens is this normally has a spring, and then it's got this bushing inside, and then a washer and this little pin. And then obviously this goes in and out of the tractor. And then this J pin is actually what goes in and holds the deck in place. What happened is this bushing in here failed, and this is a little shorter than I think it should be designed to hold the deck in place. And what was happening is because this bushing was bad, and maybe this spring is a little compromised, this wasn't holding the deck in place. And the last two times I've mowed, this has actually came out and the deck has fallen down. And the time before last, I didn't realize it was happening, and I destroyed one of my wheels. Let me show you that. Basically, this wheel had seen better days. It was already kind of wearing, but then when that deck had fallen down, I mowed a little bit, didn't notice, and kind of killed the rest of the wheel. So you can see here on the side that's not messed up yet, there's the spring setup behind, okay? And then just the small portion goes through this draft arm, this rear draft arm, to hold it in place. And there's barely anything as far as the J part sticking out the back. So what I'm gonna do, some guys have suggested good ideas, like they just take a hitch pin and they stick it through here and that's all they use. Like really, the deck only comes on and off once a season for me, so I don't need this convenient J pin thing. So the guys just put a hitch pin through the top instead. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip this around. I'm gonna put the J part through the bottom, and I'm just gonna use this long pin through the top, and I'm gonna drill a hole in it and make a little bit bigger cotter pin hole there. And I'm just gonna put like a bigger trailer hitch pin through there to hold it in place. And we'll just use that, since I already have this. This is closer to the diameter I need, versus going out and finding a hitch pin that is a larger diameter. Because all the hitch pins I have right now, or all the trailer couplers I have right now, are basically a little bit too small a diameter. So let's fix this. So I got this huge 50 pack of lynch pins that I've had laying around from Tractor Supply or from Harbor Freight, and most of the time the ones I use for my tractor are this size for my 3-point on my Kubota, but it has a nice selection of other little small ones here. So I think I'm going to pick out one of these smaller ones and just drill this hole out bigger to accept a bigger pin versus this little tiny cotter pin. So I think the smallest might be this size, which is a 1/4 inch by 1 3/4. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about. A lot of guys are using these as a suggested solution, which would be great, but like I said, I only got 1/4 inch hitch pins with me here. So, and this thing here is more like 9/16, and basically you can see here, this is all the length that was actually going in to hold the tractor before. This was all the spring section. So I'm just gonna, instead of trying to make this hole bigger, it's kind of close to the end. So I'm gonna just go ahead and probably measure out a little bit further than what this normally goes in. Maybe make a new hole right about here where I got a lot of meat to accept this new pin. I'm just gonna start with the hole 2.5 inches back from this point, and we'll see how that does.
One eternity later.
Okay guys, so I drilled and drilled and drilled in this thing, and this thing is hard. It was not gonna happen with my bits, so I just kind of gave up on this idea of using this for my pin. So let me show you what I ended up using. I ended up finding this 3 1/4 inch hitch pin in my collection. Works perfect. It's got that flange on it. And then I went ahead and made this hole a little bit bigger so I can put one of my pins in it from the tractor. So that just makes it a little easier to get in and out versus a cotter pin. So this was very soft compared to that other thing. So, and guys, this is a 1/2 inch diameter. So we're in just like this with the J-pin replacement. This thing isn't coming out, doesn't go anywhere. You can see I got the pin on the back side, and that's just an ultimate solution in my opinion versus trying to get that J-pin to work again, because like we said, it doesn't really go in there far enough, I think, to be effective. So I've been mowing this way for a few times now, and it seems to be working well. And then here's that front tire that I ended up replacing. I'll throw a link to one of these in the description if you guys want to find it. But that one's working okay now that my deck's not falling down all the time. So, all right, guys, hope this is helpful. If it was, go ahead and hit that like button. I'd love it if you consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee. Thanks for watching. If you found this content helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on your right. I have other content linked for you on the left side. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.